Welcome to the AnyVerse podcast, a podcast where the members of the AnyVerse Minecraft series get together and talk about their week in their personal AnyVerse world.
Hi, I'm Fizz. I go by Fizzbolts online.
Hello, I am Ohtacaro.
I'm PB from PbPlaysMinecraft.
And I'm Torfi from Torfi74.
So I have started this week really in a jumble. I haven't really figured out I've now figured out. By the end of this week, I figured out sort of how I wanted to go. But man, was the beginning of this week rough. I had so many ideas. My main issue being I needed XP, you know? I needed XP because I wanted to start enchanting things, and I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I was like, oh man, I found a potential dual blaze spawner farm, and oh man, I could also use a bunch of like bones and stuff, and I was just stuck. I was stuck in like just having so many options, and I couldn't decide. So I decided to just run around a little bit. So here's the real tea, guys. I lost my horse. I had a horse to start with and I lost it. I don't know where I put it. So I've been kind of sort of trying to remember how to get to the place. Like if I see that mountain he's next to, I'll know he's right there. But I don't know where he is. R.I.P. Lester. He's probably still alive. Okay, let's be honest. I only left him in the ocean next to a very steep Extreme Hills mountain. It's fine. I'm sure he's fine. But I did eventually figure that I wanted to do a mob farm. So I just built a mob farm on one of the Birch Hills mountains. Just like a basic one, because I don't know where a jungle is at the moment in time, and I don't want to know. We'll preface that one real quick. I'll find it eventually. I just haven't really traveled far because I lost my horse. That's pretty much been my week. In the AnyVerse at least.
That horse of yours, right? Probably easy to find. Probably just in the ocean, swimming around, having a great time, I would assume.
Only kind of freezing.
Yeah. My week was a little bit worse. Started off not really having any luck whatsoever in the world, trying to find those pesky diamonds. I've been mining mostly. I haven't explored yet. That is my next goal, pretty much, to just go out, explore, trying to find diamonds, so I actually can start enchanting. No luck yet.
I can tell you where there's some diamonds hidden. It's going to cost you, though.
I'd prefer not to know where they are yet. Well, I really want to know where they are, but...
Yeah, they're not far. It needs a little bit of digging. You'll find plenty. My week was a little bit different. I recorded an episode, and I went to edit it and found out that there was a lot of background noise that really distorted what was happening, and I wasn't happy with it, so I had to re-record another episode. Lots of fun. But I think the second one turned out a lot better than the first one, so I'm okay with that.
That's pretty crazy that you had to re-record. That sucks. So far, I haven't found any diamonds either, and I've kind of just stuck to the same area. I went exploring just a bit, found something really interesting, but I'm not gonna say what it is yet.
I am intrigued. I wonder what this is. Regarding that whole re-recording an episode, I know how that feels like.
I definitely had a similar experience, and I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do because I recorded a lot of stuff, but I realized that a podcast exclusive, because I'm not including it in the episode, I went to the Nether. I explored a lot of the Nether. I found a lot. Like, my main focus was to find another fortress so I wouldn't have to use the blaze spawners right next to where I popped up in the Nether through my portal. And so I have scoped out a lot of the general vicinity. There's a lot of just lakes around, so it's not really easy for me to get around because, you know, Minecraft hasn't included any sort of form of lava transport at this point in time that's convenient at all. But I recorded an entire Nether segment, like several Nether segments. Pretty much every Nether segment I did, for some reason, I guess maybe I recorded in the wrong profile or something, but my audio only was the Minecraft audio. I didn't have any of my mic. So I'm not including any of the Nether stuff. I'll probably include it in the next episode and in clips, and maybe do like a voiceover, maybe narrating it or pretending like I actually did record audio and just, you know, re-recording my reactions as I remember them. But that was a fun discovery when I started putting in all the clips into Sony Vegas. I was like, well, there goes half that episode. Well, I wonder what I'm going to do now.
Ain't that fun? It's great.
Absolute blast. I was like, I didn't even know how to react. I was like, well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. So I guess it's lucky that I decided to do the mob farm instead of the blaze, because I did have a great idea and I'm really excited to do it. I just need slime. A lot of slime, and I don't have slime.
I don't think I have seen a single slime in the entire world as of yet, and they're hard to find.
No, they're not that hard. You just have to go to the swamp and hang out for a while. Once you find the swamp, you'll find all the slime you'll need.
Yeah, but there's also, it's just so inconvenient to travel or be in the swamp. I feel a lot safer when I have like Depth Strider in my shoes, on my boots, so I can easily jump in and out and run around different zombies, and specifically skeletons, because skeletons OP AF. And my mortal enemies are Fizz. I don't know if you know this or not, but my mortal enemies are the large slimes, the biggest version of slimes. They are my mortal enemy. They've killed me more than any other mob in this game, including the magma big slimes. So I'm always like, I always want to be a little bit geared when I go into a slime fight, because I know those guys will riggedy wreck you.
Yeah, they can be pretty bad if you're not prepared. I don't have a problem with slimes, but I have a problem with skeletons lately. They strafe like crazy, and bow fights with them, I don't win. I didn't win one recently, but I do like to kick their butt when I can. But it doesn't always happen. But the bones come in handy, so that's really good.
Actually had a pretty rough fight with skeleton yesterday. Actually, it was two skeletons right behind each other. They had a pretty good fight themselves too. Luckily, half a heart at the end. Not sure if it's gonna be included in the footage, but it was a great fun fight.
My only issue was silverfish, so I haven't dug into Extreme Hills yet, just because of that reason. So everybody has their own mortal enemies.
So what I'm hearing is that you guys are going to make a great, just very masochistic, just farm to murder them very gruesomely, and then collect their drops, right? That's what I'm hearing. Torfi's going to make a silverfish farm. You guys, wicked skeleton farms.
Oh yeah, those skeletons, they're gonna get what's coming to them.
Oh, hell no. I'm not touching Silverfish Farm. Not going to happen.
But think of all of the sweet, sweet revenge you could be getting on them, Torfi.
I actually want to build like a graveyard for all my deaths. And if I have one just for Silverfish, it's going to be miserable. So it's not going to happen.
You know what you could do is you could make a silverfish farm and then use pistons to push silverfish blocks towards your grave, right? And put that as your like capstone or something. That would be great.
That would be horrible and disturbing. And why would you even mention it?
That's hilarious. That's the best idea I've ever heard. I almost want to just do that to almost make fun of this moment in my world.
I think that would be an epic idea, actually. And, silverfish, sort of having that deadish feeling, right, would be perfect for your graveyard.
I haven't died yet. I'm not going to, push my luck.
Well, you don't have to do it now. Silverfish, any mob farm really, takes at least a little bit of time and planning, especially the way we kind of want to run our worlds. By the way, have any of you guys found any spawners? Because I've found a million blaze spawners, but I've not found one underground as of now.
You're going to have to watch people's episodes.
Oh, I definitely won't. I'm not going to spoil myself that way.
I haven't found a single spawner as of yet, actually. I've heard like potential areas for where there could be a spawner, but not seen any in where I've dug, so it's too bad. I really want to find one.
I guess it could be a podcast exclusive because it won't be in an episode, but I was streaming today and I found a spawner. And I plan to use that spawner, definitely.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, it's exciting to know that there's at least some around in the general vicinity of spawn, because I have been debated so many times by mob sounds. I'm like, ooh, that sounds like 5 or more zombies in this one area I just crossed. This could be a spawner. And then I'm like, no, it's just stupid zombie AI. Skeletons have done it to me. Zombies have done it to me a lot. Honestly, I've just been disappointed more and more often.
Well, there has been a few occasions where I found like a gazillion creepers. And then I realized there's no creeper spawner in game, which is too bad.
That would be terrible.
It would have been great to find one, actually. You know, all the gunpowder you could make just from that spawner? Great. Now you have to, do whatever sort of room.
I can't wait till, like, it would be so funny. It'd probably be my favorite Minecraft content. I'd go on to YouTube and just watch compilations of streamers and YouTubers, find a creeper spawner and have it immediately blow up, or them just painstakingly try to save it just for it to blow up in the last second. I would love that.
Sounds very masochistic to me. I don't understand. But it would be hilarious.
I know in some modded worlds there is creeper spawners, and I've had run-ins with those where the creepers just exploded and it's like, okay, never mind, and you just walk away.
My creeper spawner is too powerful, too OP. So, in order to protect it, you gotta kill the creepers in such a good way that you protect the spawner, the holy spawner.
You have to get like so lucky though, because sometimes those spawners really just creep up on you. You're honestly not expecting them, and suddenly it's like, I remember on the old Phoenix world, or maybe it was SCBN, I can't remember which one it was at this point, but on one of the old servers, I was just going down, I was minding my own business. I just wanted to finish exploring this cave, and it just opened up into this area. It was like almost like an honest to God cave. It was a huge open area with like a pillar in the middle, and it elevated on one side. So it went up on one side and the other side went down. So I was like, well, it looks like I'll just go down and then I'll come back up, right? And I go and I'm in this water stream of just random ceiling water, because, Minecraft. And I'm flowing down and there's just like a spider starts attacking me. I'm like, oh, well, that's inconvenient for the moment. I'm in water and you're so cheaty because it's a server. And then I start hearing other spiders and I'm like, wait a second. I know this sound. That's a cave spider. And I'm like, oh no. And then I start getting shot by a skeleton. I'm like, no, stop. Like, this is the worst time for any of this to be happening. So I'm scrambling, no depth strider, scrambling to get out of the water. And it's just like, I turn and I see that there is a regular spider spawner. And then eventually I light that guy up, but I keep getting shot. And like a few blocks away, there's a skeleton spawner. And I just hear the hordes, absolute hordes of cave spiders. So like those things, sometimes they're just like, surprise, I'm here, get wrecked.
They are so evil, those pesky spiders. You and that luck. I have not found a single spider spawner through maybe 2 seasons of, Minecraft Worlds, at least. Except for cave spiders in mine shafts. But that's pretty much it.
I get really, it's honestly annoying because I can't do anything with regular spiders. They're much more inconvenient to work with than cave spiders. I don't know anything about big spiders. Dimensions, I don't know them. How you farm them, who knows? Cave spiders, I know every intricacy. But I'm just always I'm like, oh, a spawner. Oh, it's a spider spawner. Well, I guess maybe I might need string one day. I guess when I don't use that 3 cave spider spawner I found.
Yeah, I have more fun with a skeleton spawner because it's just more convenient with the bones and the bows and arrows. It's just, and then you go and get a infinity bow, so you don't need the arrows. But in the meantime, if you wanted a mending bow, it's like, I need an endless supply of arrows and the bone meal, microfarms and all the stuff you could use bone meal for comes in handy. So spider spawner, or not spider spawner, skeleton spawner is way better than spider spawner. That's for sure.
It would be really nice if you could find a spawner, and the spawner that spawns in, skeletons, spiders, whatever, that these entities would have some sort of reward that you couldn't get normally through, killing them when they spawn naturally. That would be really nice.
I think that would be a little bit OP because you can sit there and camp them forever and never have to leave.
Well, I think you kind of get that with a spawner because you up the difficulty in the area from just standing there. So you get all these OP bows. Like, I can't count the amount of infinity bows I've gotten off of skeletons and the amount of just really insane armor I've gotten off of some skeletons from a spawner. So I guess in theory you kind of do get it. You don't have to enchant a bunch of bows. You get to just combine them, I guess.
Well, maybe it could be the way that the spawner gives you one type of thing that you can't get from the normal ones. And the normal ones, you can't get the thing you can get from the spawner. So you have to fight them both. So just finding the spawner itself makes it, extra special and gives you another reason to find a spawner.
It might be you just are more excited because it is difficult to make a mob sorter or to just make a one specified mob farm that works efficiently and quickly. You get a lot of just convenience out of spawners, which I think is their main reward. And technically you do get rewards by finding spawners, but I guess there is no true reward for farming them infinitely.
Right, there is no true reward. And, once you found one skeleton, you found them all, right? So maybe it would be better if there's a different mob in there that you can find normally. So it's, gives a whole another aspect to the game. I don't know.
You might have to, I think at that point, you just have to start adding content, like different kinds of mobs that aren't just strays and skeletons or husks and zombies and drowned. Because then I think you would be taking away from the uniqueness of different biomes. I don't know. It's definitely a thing to think about, but I do think you have to balance the fact that you can infinitely sit there and grind out confidently a steady amount of X mob,
Also, you get tons of experience from it, so for the enchanting purposes, it's super handy. So I think that's a lot of what's weighed into that, the price of what you have to pay for it.
I don't know what Fizz found, and I'm want to ask her in private later what she found, because I also found something very interesting near spawn that I'm excited to go to, but I don't have the gear to at the moment, and I kind of want to make use of the thing. I found it. This is definitely going to say in the episode whether I have the audio for it or not. I haven't checked. But I'm definitely, because I had like a very audible, it was like, it's going to sound scripted if it's not scripted at the end of the day. Because I legitimately, I'm complaining about my fiery fuego, wasteland that I really wanted to happen, not happening. And I'm just annoyed that I'm climbing up this little hill. And I just turned to like scope out, like I want to do like a pan shot of what I found. And I pan over and I audibly gasp. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I see it in the background. I'm like, wow, what are the chances? And so I was like, oh, I should go. And then I was like, oh, I shall not go. I should go. I will not. What if I screw it up? And so now I'm excited to see what Fizz found, because I wonder if we found the same thing.
I believe the audible gasp was the same one, that I had in my very first episode. So I know what you're talking about, I believe. But, there was a lot of actually really cool terrain, so I'm not exactly certain.
I can tell you in a DM later if you really want to know, but now I kind of really want to go to the Nether because I want to know what you saw, and I haven't gone there yet, and I have like a little bit of obsidian from a chest that I found, but I just need a little teeny bit more, and I don't have a diamond pick, so I might be doing that like bucket lava bucket water trick to get those last 2 pieces.
I actually found like a huge lava lake and a really nice vein of iron, actually a lot of iron. So I managed to get enough buckets to make myself a nether portal. I might actually go into the nether possibly next episode. I think it's too soon now.
It was definitely on, like, I know, Ota, you're a big end guy. I'm a big nether person. I love the nether. I think it's such a cool place. I love the atmosphere. I love the generation. And I did not love the old nether texture. I'm so glad that they changed it. Now, if only we can go back to non-cheesy lava, then it'd be great. But I like going through the nether and just scoping out the place so I know. similar to what I do in the overworld, though, I never really have an intention to build in the Nether. I just kind of want to find the coolest place, the nicest area, so I could build my hub and stuff like that, so I get a really nice view. Kind of like what Zisto did. Kind of like what Zisto does in his super hostile maps. He just like goes around and is like, this would be a nice place for a house. And so he just goes all out and builds on the side of a cliff or whatever he's doing that season. That's sort of what I like to do. So I'm actually really surprised at the seed. Like, I was a little bit iffy on kind of all the seeds that we had. I didn't really know how it was going to end up because I'm very always... Minecraft Gen is so hit or miss from my experience. So I was really scared it was going to be a miss. But I'm very happy to see that we actually have some very cool things that we definitely were not expecting to be nearby. At least spawn.
Yeah, we were really lucky around spawn. Just looking around, you have everything you need within, I don't know, 1,000 blocks maybe, and that is really nice. Not every biome is within 1,000 blocks, I don't think, but more or less everything is there, which is really cool. As far as the Nether goes, that is a place I would love to build in. So I think both the overworld and the Nether is a place where you could sort of tie in some sort of a story or whatever for building. That would be really something I would like to look into.
So, like I said on the first podcast, I did a lot of traveling. I don't think I did the 2,000 block radius like PB did, but I did. I went like 2,000 blocks in one direction and like 500-600 in the others. So I think I heard not PB, but Fizz say that she liked like taiga biomes and stuff like that. I'm not gonna tell her where to go. I'm just gonna say she needs to look north a little bit, and there's a really awesome views up there. I mean, if that's what she's looking for.
That is good to know. I do like taiga biomes. I'm a big fan of spruce trees. So, I mean, we have the spruce trees right next to the spawn area, which is really nice, and the dark oak right next to that, which is really nice. Those are my two favorite trees, but I'll have to go exploring a bit more than I have because I haven't gone very far.
Should definitely go explore up there. Here's a question. So is it taiga or is it taiga?
Taiga. That's my hot take. Taiga biome.
I always say taiga, but people keep saying taiga and they make fun of people saying taiga.
I will always call it a taiga. I don't know. I just like the sound of it better.
I've always just called it the place where the podzol is and the spruce trees because I didn't know how to say taiga or taiga.
It's just like I've literally never heard someone call it taiga until Torfi, you started saying it a lot in, I think when we were just talking about AnyVerse. Maybe I didn't notice it before, or I just thought it was like a weird thing. Like it just, some weird speech thing happened at the moment. But like in all my years of consuming YouTube content from Minecraft and playing Minecraft and talking with other people about Minecraft, I've never heard anyone call it taiga.
I want to say that I heard somebody, I've been a subscriber to many YouTube channels, so I'm pretty sure I heard somebody call it that once, and it's just stuck ever since then. Kind of like XB calls like zombies like zombirds. That's what I call them now. I don't know why, but it's just how it is.
That is absolutely crazy in my brain. It's just like, to me, this is just like in between us. It feels more like the argument between the old argument of, are spiders brown or black?
Is the dress blue or golden?
How dare you?
Not that again. I do know the spiders in my version of Minecraft. I actually don't remember what color they are because I'm too obsessed with their cute little faces because of the texture pack I have to make them look adorable.
I really just need to go check out your video. Have you seen any spiders? Oh, you know what? I guess I could check out Frying Pan. I just have to scrub through a lot of footage to find them. They're cute little faces.
There have been many spiders in the Frying Pan episodes, that's for sure. And I don't think I've seen any in AnyVerse yet. Maybe, but in the future there will be some spiders for sure.
Maybe that is an opportunity to take a screenshot and just post it somewhere, like an Instagram or something, right?
Oh yeah, so we can all see it. So everybody, and like post it after the podcast so no one's confused as to like, why did Fizz, I mean, they're cute and adorable, but why just at this moment did she decide to do that?
It's a very good idea. I should do that.
So I don't have any fancy thing that does anything with the spiders, but the texture pack I'm using now actually does something to the sheep that I think you guys would really approve of. It gives them little ears that are kind of floppy. I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. What did you end up deciding on, by the way? What did everyone want for your texture pack?
I didn't really give anybody a choice on that one. I chose myself. I chose the Germs texture pack because it's the closest to default without, really changing a lot, except for there's like a leaf texture on the birch where they're kind of yellow. That's the biggest thing, and then a couple of the mobs have like varying codes, like passive mobs. I believe that it's Germs texture pack. I don't know exactly what the name of it is. You just have to look up Germs, like JERMS.
Well, definitely, you could check it out on YouTube. Probably, I'm sure you link to it down below in your description of your video, right? So they could probably just click that.
I haven't, but I will.
Here we go. Go to Torfi's next video and make sure to look in the description and let him know whether or not he has that link down in his description at the time of you watching it. Well, aside from that, my week has pretty much just been building the beginning of my starter house in the area and the mob farm, which let me tell you, I've cut down so many trees, so much wood, took up so much wood, but that was really my project for the week.
Myself, pretty much just been mining, gathering a lot of stone, finding that mine shaft. That is pretty much the entire week.
I actually found a place I would love to build, but then I remembered that in the podcast I had decided to give the community a chance to send me somewhere special. So I actually withdrew going to that spot to come back to spawn and let community give me a direction to go so that it's more random. But maybe in the future I still plan on going out there.
I just mostly spent a lot of time exploring a little bit more and then doing some mining and such, but I didn't find anything interesting yet. But I found more when I was streaming than any other time. Well, while recording, that is.
So overall, I think we've had like a pretty solid week of at least getting ourselves settled in the world. A little bit more than our first episode of just finding a bunch of stuff. With that said, I think we're done for today. Fizz, do you want to take us out?
Sure, I'm Fizz. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under Fizzbolts with an S, and on YouTube at Fizzbolt. And a little note, I'm only 9 subs away from 100, so go and sub if you want. It's awesome stuff.
I'm Ohtacaro, and you can find me on both Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch under the same name.
I am PB from PbPlaysMinecraft, which you can find me on YouTube as. On Twitter, you can find me as PbPlaysMinecraft because it wouldn't let me put the T in. I also have at PbPlays inside for pretty much everything else. So if you're ever looking to communicate with me, definitely do it on Twitter. But there are other venues for you to communicate with me and find my stuff. So yeah, and I'm only 3 away from getting 10 subscribers, so if you're out there, links down in the description, feel free to follow.
And I'm Torfi74, and I don't have a special YouTube link yet because I'm quite a bit away, but I'm working on it. My channel is listed under Torfi74. Just go to Fallen Geek 74 at Twitter. You might find me also.
Well, thank you for listening on today's episode of AnyVerse podcast. Use hashtag AnyVerseMC in your tweets about the series, and follow all the wonderful humans, and we'll be back next Wednesday for another recap of Week in AnyVerse.